Hey guys, welcome back to my car vlog. Today we're going to be talking about comments, remarks people have made to me because I'm in a wheelchair. So almost all of these are going to be on my Twitter. So go check me out at, what's my Twitter?
Your Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't know what your Twitter is, but your Twitter is @TurkeyJ91.
So go follow me on Twitter. So Dustin's going to be reading them off because it's happened over the past several years.
You want the first one?
Sure.
This one's pretty good. Sitting in Kroger line the other day, and the guy in front of me turns around and says, "You break your legs?"
They always assume I either broke my legs or I'm paralyzed. Like, no, there's a whole lot of other stuff out there that could put me in a wheelchair.
You break your legs. Oh. I wonder if this was, I want to know if this was a different guy or not. Somebody asked you if you work, and you said yes. He said, "Glad you're not like all these lazy people that sit on their ass." You said, "Joke's on him, I do sit on my ass all day."
No, that was the same guy.
It was the same guy?
Yeah, I remember that day.
I want to know if this is the same guy, because you got a lot of guys at Kroger.
I go to Kroger a lot.
This guy said, "I have a daughter that's disabled." And your thought was, "I have a brother that can walk."
People are always coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I know someone in a wheelchair." And I always try to comment back and go, "I know someone that can walk." But no, different guy.
That one was different.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about this one in your college video.
What?
Your professor called you up to write on the board, and he said when you were done that you can take your seat. And you said, "But I'm already sitting."
He was so embarrassed. And a few of the students that were sitting up front, they were laughing, but I said it quiet enough that I didn't embarrass him in front of the whole class.
You just whispered it to him.
Kind of.
And those people in the front row?
Yeah.
Okay, here's another good one. "I wish I had an excuse to ride around all day."
That's what someone said to me.
Yeah, that's what someone said to you, and your response was, "I'm living the dream in this chair."
Yes. Because everyone's dream is to not be able to take themselves to the bathroom, put themselves in the shower, cook themselves supper,
Do their own laundry.
do their own laundry. That's the dream.
I think you touched on this one in your caregiver video that you tweeted out while you were interviewing a potential caregiver. The girl said, I'll need gloves so I don't catch it." And you said, "It being my genetic disease, that's not ketchup."
Yeah, she asked for gloves and a doctor's note. And she was a nursing student.
And she was a nursing student. She must have been a first-year nursing student.
I sure hope so.
Oh, here's one of my favorites. She sees a guy walking down the street coming towards her. He says, "You're too pretty to be in a wheelchair."
Yeah, because the... Go ahead.
I didn't know your degree of ugliness determined whether or not you were in a wheelchair.
I surprisingly get that several times.
Really?
Yes.
I only know the one.
Yep.
This stuff right here, it's kind of like cops explaining stories that they've had to deal with, where you really can't make this stuff up. It's crazy what people say sometimes.
People have no filters.
And it's amazing what you hear. Okay, we were at a high-end restaurant once, and you had a table, because we always eat at tables when we go out. We don't eat at booths because they're either too short or they sit up really high and she can't slide her chair under the table in the booth. So we got a table at a high-end restaurant, and the waitress asked if I was going, if you were taking, the waitress asked if you were taking the chair to
table with me.
And I don't know if, I'm going to go off a little side note. I don't know if this bothers you or not, but I've heard that it bothers some people that are wheelchair users. How do you feel about people that come up to you that don't even know you, that just touch your wheelchair?
It depends on what part of my wheelchair. I've had some people like touch like the back of the wheelchair, but I had this one guy one time, I don't know if I've ever told you this, he propped his leg up on my foot plate and kind of leaned on his leg and just had like a 5-minute conversation with me. And he was like in my face.
I did not know that.
Yep, I didn't like that.
And I think a lot of wheelchair users would agree, because we've had this conversation before. Your wheelchair is an extension of yourself. So essentially, when you're touching someone's chair, you're touching them. So if you're ever, and this is for more the able-bodied people, if you're ever in a situation where you're talking to a wheelchair user, don't touch their chair unless you ask or you've known them for a while and you know they're going to be comfortable with it.
Yep, good side note. But really quick, the waitress that was like, "Are you gonna take the chair to the table with you?" I just wanted to be like, what would you suggest in this situation, lady? Like, I'm not gonna just get up and magically start walking, or else I wouldn't have the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't think critically when it comes to, well, really, in general, people don't think critically anymore, but especially to people in the disabled community, they don't think critically about what they say before it comes out of their mouth.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
So one of the funnier comments that I've heard people say in response to her brother, the younger one that actually also has SMA, they were in a children's hospital for their yearly checkups, and the nurse that was assigned to her brother was trying to get him to try some different products to help him in his daily life, and one of these was I guess it was a loofah or a sponge to help him wash his back in the shower.
It was like a loofah with a handle.
Was it a loofah?
It's something like that.
And she went through this long process of actually explaining to him how to use this device. And when she was finished with her little spiel, she said, "Okay, now do you understand? Get it?" He said, and I quote,
Hold on. She said, "Do I need to demonstrate further?" And then he said,
and I'm quoting, he said, "It's a sponge on a stick. I think I got it." This one's pretty funny. Somebody came up to you in a parking lot and she said, "I knew someone in a wheelchair. She died though." Like, that makes you feel really good.
I never know what to say to those people. I guess I could have pulled the whole, I know someone that can walk. He's still alive. Like the complete opposite of what she's saying to me.
I don't know how she would take that.
I don't know.
Correlating a person in a wheelchair that is now deceased to someone who is alive in a wheelchair, that's probably not the smartest thing you can say to somebody. I don't know where you were when someone said this to you. You're sitting outside and someone said, "Are you allowed to be out in the sun? What happened to you? My son has Duchenne's."
I vaguely remember that one. I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed in the sun. Yes, I'm very pale, but I don't know. And I don't know anything about Duchenne's.
Other than it's in the same genetic family as SMA.
Mm-hmm. They redirected us, so we're going away from home.
Oh, that's nice. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
That were relatively funny and were disability related.
So stay tuned for more car vlogs. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time.